Hello, this is a different style video today. This is a get to know me video. So let's have some tea while you get to know me. Let's go to the first question. Let me introduce myself. My name is Adiola Masako. I am married with 2 kids and I am the face of Lifestyle by Adiola because I started this channel about a couple of years ago, just during lockdown. And I started it because a lot of people used to ask me, oh, where did you get this from? Oh, how would you have thought about organizing this? Oh, this is really cool. So I tend to send a lot of links to people telling them where I got things from, my recommendations. And I just kind of thought, actually, there's so many people interested in things that I find to be very, very normal, just very me. So I thought I can share my knowledge with other people. And then I started Organize with Adiola because organizing is one of my first love. But then I get asked a lot about my lifestyle, also my interior design ideas and my fashion ideas as well. So I've tried to combine all that three and I've put it into Lifestyle by Adiola. So that is the first question. Let's look at the second question. So my target audience is anyone who wants to improve on their lifestyle, just your everyday lifestyle. For me, I was a stay-at-home mom for about 13 years. So anything that will make my home lifestyle very, very easy. In terms of just waking up in the morning, getting ready and getting out of the door, as seamless as possible, anything to make that as easy as possible, I'm up for it. So whether it be having an iron that works properly, and it's the reason why I like to review a lot of products. I like buying things once, and once it's a good quality product and it works well, I'm happy to share that with everyone because I just believe, if you bought something once and it works really well, you don't have to keep buying the same thing over and over again. And iron is one of those things that we use almost every day in the house, and we keep repeating in terms of buying the same, not the same brand, but different brands ever so often, maybe once or twice in about a year or two. That is something I would like to solve in most households. Also, if you're someone who cooks, what kind of pots or cutleries do you use that actually works and you don't have to keep changing them? That's where my product review comes in. So I'm one of those people who would like to either make your life a little bit more easier, a little bit more seamless and pretty. I like to do the same things that you do every day, the modern things you do every day, but to make sure that you're actually enjoying it, doing it in a creative way and making sure that they work really well for you. Let's go to the next question. I like people to feel comfortable when they watch my content. I want them to feel like, oh, I can do this. It's to inspire you to do, like I said, living your life as seamlessly, as smart as possible, as easy, doing the same thing that you normally do every day, but doing it in a very, let me say, in a very seamless way, in a very smart way. So for me, I tend to move towards a lot of smart gadgets. The same way where someone presses on your door. If there's a way where I can get to the door without physically getting there and still giving instructions, I would do that. I also like people to feel comfortable when they're watching my videos. So for example, you wouldn't find any swear words. I want it to be something that you can sit down as a family and watch as well. It's something that PG people can watch, older people can watch. Obviously, if I'm talking about maybe lifestyles in terms of women sometimes, that might fall into more adult content, but for the majority of my show, it's really for families, friends, anyone really. Just feel comfortable. Next question. That's the top one. All right. My biggest lesson in starting the channel is just try to stay as consistent as you possibly can. So, like I said, I started the channel during lockdown, and then I think I must have gone straight on consistently for 2 years, and I just got to a break point whereby we went back to work, went back to school, life has opened up, and I just couldn't stay consistently doing that and doing everything else, still running the house, still doing everything else I needed to do. So and then I think my one of my daughters were doing 11 plus as well at the time, so I had to drop something, which was the channel. But lesson learned from that 5 years after that is just trying to be as consistent as possible. I tend to listen to my audience. I tend to want to know what they're thinking, what they think about the channel, what they want to see, which I did do because I was doing organizing and a lot of people were asking for fashion. I'm not one of those people who runs or tends to go with a trend. If you know me personally, you know that I have my own style, and I know a lot of people are interested in that style. So I would be doing maybe 1 or 2 fashions here and there, maybe just what I'm wearing today. But fashion is, I would say I have a soft spot for fashion, but I am not a fashionista. What should I say? I'm not one of those people who would tell you this is what is in vogue or this is what to wear this season. I just do me. I just have my own style, and if you're interested in my style, I'm very much happy to share. Let's go on to the next question. I stay authentic online by being myself. Sometimes you'll hear me talk more of my Nigerian self. That's me, because I was born here and I was raised mostly in Nigeria, so I have the best of both worlds. So you can tend to see me switch from my Nigerian accent to my UK accent. That's just me, so I do that on the channel all the time. I'm hoping to build a community that is honest. I see a lot of things online because I'm a content creator. I do tend to consume a lot of content, but I would like to keep my channel honest. I like to keep it real. I also like to keep it fun and creative. That's a difficult one to see. Let me see. I would like to see it successful. I just don't know the definition of that success yet. But yes, I would like to see it being successful. At the moment, I'm really not open to brands and collaborations. I'm just finding myself. I'm finding my own voice, my own personality. I might be one of those brands or one of those channels that would take a while to get anyone on board to sponsor. Like I said, I like to keep things honest on this channel, and for someone who does a lot of product reviews, I have bought products in the name of someone saying online, this is a really good product. And yes, I do know sometimes our experiences do vary depending on who, how, what, or how you're using the product. And for me, at least, let me say, maybe 20% of the things that I've bought off someone's recommendation hasn't quite worked well, but 70-80% of them have been very good. I want my channel to be that 80%, but 100% of the time, quite honest and quite real. I want my channel for you to go in and be able to say, if she says this works, it definitely works. If it doesn't work for me, then I would have probably prompted you to say, this might not work for you in this area. So I'm not really too keen on the collaborations at the moment. It stands for Adiola. Oh, I would like to say welcome, join us and enjoy. Hope you enjoy knowing me.